everybody, I'm Brian.
I'm Brian.
And this is Brian versus Brian, episode 252, Superman. I love all the homages. We did have that tune played a little bit.
Yeah.
We got the, 70s kind of, I don't know, neon sign kind of icy intros. Those are cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun. This is, of course, written and directed by James Gunn, who famously took over the DCU. And he's done some other DCU stuff, but for most people, feels like the real beginning. This is it. Yeah, we started, but Superman, now we're in it. We're starting
from scratch. Here we go. We're off to the races. Yeah.
Totally. July 11th, 2025. Budget of $225 million, box office of $217 million, becoming the number one Superman franchise first movie. So beating Superman and Man of Steel.
Nice.
Yeah. But they had to put that first one, so I imagine Superman 2 or something beat it. I don't know.
Or, Superman Returns. I don't know how big Returns was back in 2006, but I don't know.
Well, Returns would be in that category too. First movie of a new franchise.
Oh yeah.
And we never got that J.J. Abrams Superman flyby.
No.
With Josh Hart in it, man, that would have been kind of cool, man.
Yeah.
The what ifs. Okay. Oh yeah, all the history of this development of a sequel to Man of Steel began in 2014. Cavill set to reprise. Cavill hired by DCU famously to everyone's uproarious applause, only to be fired a week later, I think. That still sucks. But here we are. What's this new guy's name? David Cornsweet. I didn't know who the hell this was.
You gotta that's the last name. You gotta change that, please.
Cornsweet. So, we've been waiting. Here we go. Superman, man. It's been a long time since we had a Superman movie. Starts, I love the beginning. Kicks you into it. It's like fucking, what is it, like 3 centuries ago? Says something about Krypton. And then it's like 30 years ago. A baby was sent to Earth. The metahumans. And then, I think that was before the 30 years. And then 30 years ago, a human or a Kryptonian sent to Earth, raised by Earthlings, reveals himself, and I think it was like 3 years ago, reveals himself as Superman to the world, the most powerful metahuman ever to exist. And then it was like 30 minutes ago, an attack, and then it's like 3 minutes ago, Superman has lost his first battle.
Yeah.
I was like, what? Superman? Wait, Superman?
Yeah.
And then we start off right with that fucking scene from the trailer, just slapping in the snow, bleeding.
Wheezing. So good.
And then calling Crypto, runs over and just pounces on him. Ah! Ah!
So good.
Damn it! Yeah. Gets pulled to the Fortress of Solitude, and that looked fucking sick coming out of the fucking garage. The sound, the Foley artists of crystallings cracking through snow and ice. I was like, whoa, all right. Gets in there. The robots, oh my, Superman! Like, you gotta love the little did they call them Superbots or
Superbots? Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, and they're all numbered. And like number 4 is kind of the one I think we get to know the most. It typically talks to him. I played the recording of your parents. It soothes him. And I think, was that the scene that had the new girl? Like, this is 22. She's new. Anyways, it might not have been that first.
So,
yeah, and then he's like, hello, 22. And then she's like, Superman said hi to me. It was kind of fun. Yeah, and they put him on their little fucking table, and they got to strap him down, and they got the magnifying glasses that yeah, magnifying glass
Yeah, yeah.
that lets the sun come in and I don't
Recharge.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, points it to him, and yeah, they go over his liver, his lungs are injured, 14 broken bones, and they shine that sun on him. And this movie's kind of unique in that in this, when he's getting healed by the sun, it's kind of like he's like lifting up in the seat.
Yeah.
I guess because it's like bones are like fixing and stuff, but I don't know. We've never really seen that. Well,
No,
before
no.
he just kind of chills in the sun and he's good.
Yeah, yeah.
He never shows any pain or whatever. So that's different. Uh, we got healed, and then I think they said he needs a couple days still or something like that.
Yeah, yeah. Rest up. You need your rest. And he's just like, nope. I need to get fucking back to that fight.
No, I got to get back. It's like, but you lost at 100%, sir. You're only at 84%. Like he's got like a battery indicator. You're
Yeah,
only
yeah.
84% sun charge. How would you ever know that? So he goes back. I don't think he made it back before the monster left.
No, the
Or no,
monster's still there giving some speech. I don't remember what he was talking about. Oh, yeah, I guess one of the lines of text was like, I don't remember, 3 weeks ago, whatever it was like there's this conflict happening between these two countries, and Superman had stopped one of them from invading, I guess. And I think that's where he's going back to, is the evil country, I guess, the invading country. He's there. Like
Moravia.
It was like a big ass fucking juggernaut looking motherfucker. It was all chromed out.
Yeah, called the Hammer of Moravia.
Yeah.
I don't remember Spokenpur or something. I don't remember the other country, but I remember Moravia.
Yeah.
Anyways, he stopped an invasion by Moravia, and now the Moravian Hammer is coming. Your Superman has tried to interfere. And anyways, we see Lex, and he's like controlling the fight. He's like feeding moves. And I like this movie because James Gunn trusts us to know how to watch a superhero movie by now.
Yeah.
30 years in, and there's so much going on, and he's like, whatever, they'll figure it out.
Yeah,
They'll connect the dots. It's all in there, but we're not going to hit you over the head with everything and make it so fucking origin story obvious. So there'll just be little lines. Yes, he's been studying him for years. He knows all his moves. He's A22, and that's punch Superman in the crotch. And D29, that's flipping by his cape. And it shows the little graphics as he chooses them. It's
Yeah.
I don't know. It was kind of ridiculous that like Lex is doing the fighting, but just by calling out numbers.
Yeah, yeah. It's kind of silly, to be honest. But,
Yeah.
it's fun, but it is kind of silly. And I do like that, because when it first started happening, of like that quick little line of he studied all his moves, and I was just like, give me a fucking break. Are you serious? But they actually do kind of go into that in the third act of the movie. I was like, okay, that makes a little bit more sense. So they do kind of explain how he did it. But at first I was like, give me a fucking break. What, you learned all his moves. A4, E22. I was like, this is fucking ridiculous.
He has over 2,500 moves.
Sure.
He just remembers all 2,500. Lex, in the instantaneous while they're fighting, can just call it out. It's like the guy like watching their boxer, like from the corner. He's like,
Yeah,
jab, come on, weave.
Rocky. Yeah.
But yeah, I think he does his little speech and leaves, and then everyone's like, "Oh my God, maybe Superman shouldn't have gone to that country and stopped that war. Now we might have problems with this country, and look, this fucking thing just beat up Superman. Who's gonna protect us? Superman can't." And then the Moravian thing goes to this little, what is like a fucking base camp on a beach. And just like the world, what the fuck was that task force called that Lex Luthor had? World Protectors or something?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
The World Peacekeepers or something that he's made. he created a superhero called Ultraman. He created, I forget the woman's name. It was the
The
T-1000, pretty much.
instructor or the engineer? I think it was the engineer. If
The
I remember right.
engineer.
Yeah.
And then like all these other guys who just have like pretty much Iron Man flight suits, and there's
Yeah.
like 40 or so of them, like the Birds of Prey or something. I don't know. There's a lot of names thrown around in this goddamn thing.
Oh yes.
That's kind of the downside of the just throw it all at you.
Yeah, it throws a lot at you. Yeah.
Yeah. And anyways, he goes there and they open up this tent and there's like this portal turns on, walks through it, and then all of a sudden like he's in Lex Corp Tower.
Yeah, Metropolis. Yeah.
Along with them, and they're all yeah. And then his girlfriend helps us out and says, "You did so good, Ultraman." And then he takes off the helmet. It's actually Ultraman in a giant suit. Mm-hmm. So why didn't you just make him badass like that from the beginning? Why does he need the suit? I thought he was Ultra. Like he could obviously he couldn't beat Superman without the suit because it says it's the first time he's been beat. But anyways, we see that it's Ultraman inside this thing, and it's not from Baravia.
Yeah.
And it's just Lex trying to fucking
stir up the pot.
Stir the pot.
Yeah.
Yeah. He wants the U.S. to fear Superman and to give him permission to kill him. And then where do we go from there? We get established with some Daily Planet stuff. Is that where we go?
Yeah. We got some Daily Planet stuff. We get introduced to Lois and Jimmy, which I love what they did with Jimmy. Him being like this fucking chick magnet that always girls. I thought that was a good bit. Yeah. We just kind of hang out in Metropolis for a little bit, and they're kind of looking at the footage of the fight. And what does Lois say? Like, oh yeah, because Clark says, oh, something about he gave the interview with Superman. And she says something along the lines of like, "Oh, isn't it kind of weird that why is he only giving interviews to you? Like, what's up with that?" And I thought it was kind of a cool pivot because of where the movie goes, but it's kind of like, man, okay, James Gunn is doing the whole they don't know each other or that she doesn't know kind of thing, and then that's quickly, thrown away, which I liked.
I like that one guy who always makes fun of him, the asshole.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, stupid, how you doing? Hey, I forget his name, but Jerry or something. He looks so familiar. Like I know he's been in a lot of stuff.
I don't know where he's from.
I couldn't fucking place him though, but yeah, he's funny.
He had the funniest line of the movie. This happens way later on in the third act. That I think that was really the only time I laughed out loud. So we have to bookmark that line because it was probably, arguably the most the whole theater laughed. But yeah, whatever he says to him is pretty more an idiot or something. It was pretty good.
You read your stupid article. Yeah, because he wrote a front page article, and his parents called to congratulate him and shit. And it was kind of weird because he was like very dismissive of his parents calling. I gotta go, Ma.
Yeah.
Oh, we're just very proud of you. That seemed a little bit off character for Superman, who's very where's Martha? Very parent oriented.
Yeah.
But anyways, they're all making fun of him and saying his article sucked, and pretty much all of them, except Jimmy. Jimmy's like, dude, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Even Lois Lane, I think, was like, it's tough to get through it. A little character and a little heart might help your writing, Clark. Yeah. It's just like it's like reading a robot script or something. Mm-hmm. And I think we go to Lois Lane's apartment, right?
Yeah, I can't remember if we go there or if we go to Lex's speech with the government about wanting to start that for. I don't remember which comes first, but
yeah, he's talking early to like a bunch of people in the government. I don't remember specifically who they were, but like high up in the Defense Department. One of them is Rick Flag Sr. I didn't know that until after the movie. Like I was watching some things where they said that. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. So that's the guy that Peacemaker killed's father?
Yeah, correct.
He doesn't look old enough to be his father.
No.
First of all. Yeah. I was like, okay. That's my boy. Had him when I was 10. But, yeah, he's trying to convince them, and they're like, listen, we need more than just a little bit. We need some evidence, because if we go against Superman, there's no guarantee we could even do that. So we'd have to have a really good fucking reason and get all of our shit together before we even attempted it.
Yeah.
And and after he crash landed, that engineer chick kind of tracked him there or something, and found the Fortress of Solitude. So Lex knows where it's at, and he told her to come back. We know where it's at. We go back later. She's like, I can dig down. And he's like, no, your ego won't help us.
Yeah,
like, we're gonna need more than you.
Yeah.
That was cool. Yeah, and then Lois Lane is coming home, and like her lights are on, and she's like, someone's in here, and comes around the corner. It's Clark making food, and he says, 3 months ago today was our first date, and I wanted to celebrate by cooking your favorite. And she's like, and what is that? He's like, breakfast for dinner.
Yeah.
And she's like, that's your favorite.
Yeah.
And he's like, you love breakfast. And she's like, I love breakfast for breakfast.
Yeah.
You love breakfast for dinner. He's like, well. Continues cooking, and anyways, I don't remember how it comes up, but he says that, you can interview me as Superman, because they were talking earlier while White. She's like, they're gonna figure out you're Superman if you keep interviewing yourself. That's ridiculous. Yeah. And she's like, and the ethical possibilities are a little gray. The questions, and you can't interview yourself. And he's like, well, then you can interview me. And she's like, are you serious? You would let me interview you as Superman? He's like, yeah. She's like, what about now? He's like, sure.
Shit.
And she takes it real serious, and he doesn't think that she will. Like, she gets to take the quarter out and
some softballs,
Yeah, she starts going in hard on him, doing some Barbara Walters shit. What gives you the right to unilaterally decide, and as a representative of the United States, I wasn't representing the United States. I was representing me. I was representing humankind, kindness.
Yeah.
People were gonna die.
It's gonna save lives.
He keeps turning off the recorder, and and I love some of the little back and forth. That's off the record. Mm-hmm. You can't just say that afterwards. You have to say off the record before you say it, so that's on the record. I'm definitely telling people about you come up with sound quips for yourself that sound retarded or something like that. Because he was like, I forget, he was working on a little one-liner.
Yeah, I forget what it was.
That he wanted to use in an interview, and he used it on her. Yeah, it was cheesy and bad. But, that dynamic was really good. I think.
Oh yeah, they're great. Yeah, Lois and Clark.
I think they got a little heated, and then he decided to leave. Right? Yeah.
Yeah. She says, "I knew this would never work," and it was kind of like, "Fuck you mean by that?" I don't know. Yeah. And then he just leaves.
You could tell it crushed him. He's like, "What do you mean? Nothing." Oh, okay, bye.
I guess I'll leave now.
Then what do we got? Man, there's so much in this fucking thing. It's so packed. It's hard to remember the sequence of some of the smaller stuff.
I think at this point, Lex wants to go to the Fortress of Solitude, but and they're like, "Well, what if he's there? Like, what are you gonna do?" And he's like, "I'm gonna create a distraction." And then we get this fucking great James Gunn scene where these two goons just drive up in Metropolis, some random river, and unload this truck. This crate opens up. This little tiny goofy little monster looks like Stitch or something.
They're like, "What is it? What is this? What are we doing? We're creating a big problem."
Yeah.
And then they let him out. Looks like a little problem.
Yeah.
He'll get big.
He'll get big.
And I love it. He fucking runs out. This little kaiju, all toddler pissed, and like looks at something and just catches it on fire and runs away.
So good.
And then we pan out to later, and it's like, I don't know, 50 feet tall, 40 feet tall. And they're talking about it on the news. I think this is where we get Christopher Reeve's son's cameo as the reporter talking about the monster. It could be a different fight, but anyways, they have a cameo by him in there. That's pretty cool. And they say it was first spotted in a coffee shop. It was about 7 feet tall. It's gotten significantly larger since then. So I don't know what kind of fucking weird thing this is or where they got it, but it keeps growing.
Yeah.
And then the Justice Gang comes to help fight.
Justice Gang, yes.
Which is Green Lantern, Hawk Girl, and Mr. Terrific.
Yeah.
Which I have no idea who that is. Looked really stupid. in all the previews and like just costume wise and stuff, but was a highlight of the fucking
Oh
movie.
yeah, totally.
I love Mr. Terrific. He's really good.
100%.
And so was I think it's Guy Gardner, Green
He was
Lantern.
awesome. He was such a piece of shit. I loved him.
Yeah, Filion was just great. And it's like, oh my god, someone made fun of that haircut should be a fucking crime. Well, I'll have you know, 438 women disagree with you. Like he's got a body count that big because he's famous.
Oh my god, so good.
And then Hot Girl doesn't do much, but kind of just acts sassy.
Yeah, she kind of got done dirty in this one. She didn't have a whole lot to do, unfortunately. Yeah,
She just acts sassy. But I did like how when she fought, it was like a fucking real hawk. She's like, she's always fucking screeching.
terrifying, dude.
Like Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's like I wish we got more out of her. I like her. She plays Dina in Last of Us. I like the actress a lot. Yeah, I don't think she had a lot to do in this movie, unfortunately. But yeah, she's cool when she is used for sure.
Yeah, then seeing Filion and like some behind the scenes stuff of him about the movie, I'm like, man, this guy can still play Drake, you guys, you fucking assholes. He could still do it.
Oh yeah,
it's just an older, wiser, like Uncharted 4 or 5 Drake, and that's fine.
Totally.
Do that.
Yeah,
because that movie sucked, and he still looked pretty young when I saw him out of the makeup, and so I'm like, dude, he could still do that. Talking about.
Yeah, Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg was insulting. To be honest with you, I mean they're fine actors, but as Drake and Sully, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. So they come to help the Justice Gang, which I imagine will be the Justice League at some point, but they're called the Justice Gang. And they come to help Superman. Oh, I love that. First thing does, Superman stops the kaiju from stepping on a dog, I think, and he's holding up the paw, and the dog's just barking at it, the kaiju. Go! Get! He finally has to blow it, like, and then you see the dog hit a tree. Like, and then the thing stomps him, and that was cool, the underground, like Bugs Bunny. All the ground breaking and him popping out. And they come, and they're kind of like, where are we at? And it's like, its hide is really tough. And then I think Gardner was like, go for its eyes. And then like Superman's like, no, we can't. It's got to be a better. They're just like punching it in its eye. She's like hitting it with its hammer, with a hot girl with the hammer in the eye, and the kaiju's like blinking, and it's like, oh, taking her arm. She's like, I'm getting blinked to death over here. And then Green Lantern creates like this fucking eye poker that goes over the eye, and it's just like, it's like Jesus. And Superman's like, guys, oh no, we gotta like, he feels bad for doesn't want to kill the monster. He's even like, let's send it to an intergalactic petting zoo or something, which tranquilize it and move it off planet. And they're like, God, quit being a pussy. And they're all just trying to kill it. And then finally, I think Mr. Terrific, what does he do? Shoots his like
sphere things.
I don't know, he's got the sphere things. Yeah. And then they like blow up or something. I don't know. And then he just goes, oh, my tummy, and falls over. And that's how they defeat that. But I loved that battle because of them just trying to fuck this monster's eyes up, and Superman being like, guys, this is crazy what we're doing. There's got to be a better way than to maliciously just jab this monster's eyes out.
Yeah,
I thought that was great.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. There's like very quick exposition. There's they are the Justice Gang. Isn't like they're not like in it for themselves to like save the world. I think they work for some corporation, right? Because I think there was a throwaway line like, oh, they work for this guy, who I think shows up at the end. But I thought that was interesting that they're not just heroes that go out like Superman does and want to help people. They're like being ordered to by whoever that guy was, that corporation was. So that was kind of interesting. Obviously, that changes in the end, but.
Yeah, and that's a tentative name that Hot Girl hates, and Mr. Terrific hates, I think.
Yeah, they both hate him.
It's like, yeah, we voted no on that.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, but I'm the leader, so I'm a tiebreaker. It's Justice Gang. Nope, it's not. It's not the Justice Gang.
It was cool to see Hall of Justice in there. I was not expecting to see that.
Yeah, and Metropolis is in Delaware. We established that. We have some Delaware flags, and James Gunn talked about it. He said, yeah, well, I had to pick somewhere. So,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, I didn't just make that up. He's like, Metropolis has been in Delaware in canon in the past, and that's what we went with.
Hmm.
Which is Metropolis. You always think
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
just New
whatever.
York to me, you
Yeah, yeah.
know. And then Gotham is Chicago. You know, that's just kind of whatever. Delaware, I guess. I just couldn't imagine Delaware having such huge problems that Superman needs to like live there permanently, you know, to solve these problems.
Yeah, yeah.
Monsters and shit in Delaware. Um, yeah. After that kaiju fight, throughout the movie we get a
Oh,
lot of
that. Oh,
what?
yeah, yeah. This is what something I didn't like. It just kind of came out of the not didn't come out of the blue, but it just came happened so fast. After that fight, they're standing around the monster. It's revealed that while that was happening, Lex has infiltrated the Fortress of Solitude, taken out
Yeah.
the superbots, and he has hacked the message of his
Hmm.
parents. In the beginning,
Which
it's
was Bradley
established.
Cooper. That was pretty fucking
Yeah, I was
cool
like,
and
whoa, what the
unexpected.
fuck?
Him
It's
being Jor-El.
established early on that the message that his parents left for him is incomplete. He only has like a little bit of it. Is them talking about hope, being hope, and a
Yeah.
symbol, yada yada yada, and then it kind of fizzles out and it's broken. Lex has somehow managed with the engineer to hack that message and get the full context. So they're doing that while they're fighting the kaiju. And by that time, when the kaiju goes down, Lex has revealed the rest of the message, which is that Kal-El's parents told him to go to Earth to rule them and to be a tyrant, basically, because they're weak, they're humans.
Yeah.
And
And
then in that
impregnate as
moment,
many women as you can
yeah,
to spread our
oh yeah,
DNA. Yeah.
forgot about
For
that.
your harem.
Yeah. So
And then
in
there's
that
the sad
moment,
dog part when they attack the dog and then the bots are covering the dog's head and it's like
uh,
trying to get it off. I'm like, are they killing this dog? It's like I thought Crypto's dead. I was like, oh fuck,
yeah.
really?
So in that celebratory moment with the kaiju, it's quickly the celebration ends because everyone's on social media and the story's breaking in real time, and then
Yeah.
people are starting to get upset with him. That's why we get that scene from the trailer, and people are
Hmm.
against Superman now because they think he's gonna like take over the world. And then yeah, so that kind of happened. I was like, that's seemed a little rushed that we're here now, but okay. And then we get a really good one of my favorite scenes of the movie. That after that, I think he's sitting in his apartment or Lois's. I don't know which, but they have this great heart to heart while this fucking fight is happening in the background. This like massive
Yeah.
pink jellyfish while the Justice Gang is like trying to take care of it. I
Like
thought that
it's
was
an
amazing.
interdimensional imp. They got it.
Yeah,
They don't need me for that.
it was so good.
Yeah, and he's like, I what does he say? I'm not here to rule over anybody. And she said, I never for 1 second thought you were.
Hmm.
And then he, I don't remember if he kisses her, but he tells her, this is one of the emotional parts. He says, I love you. And I should have told you a long time ago.
Hmm.
And then he leaves.
Oh yeah, and he says he's going to turn himself in. I think that was. I
Oh,
think
yeah,
he
yeah.
revealed that. Yeah.
Because they have a warrant, DOJ, for his arrest. Then he goes and turns himself in and gets his head smashed in the cement. It's like, hey, is this necessary? I'm turning myself in here. And the DOJ has outsourced his arrest and holding incarceration to
To let
World Keepers or whatever they're called,
yeah.
Lex's little group, because they think they might be able to handle it better than the U.S. government could because they don't really have any, I don't know, soups or metahumans on the payroll for the government, I guess.
Yeah.
And yeah, they take him through that portal rift, and I guess real quickly we're just thrown all these things we're supposed to understand. It's like, yeah, it's a pocket dimension. I made it.
Pocket dimension.
Pocket dimension. Yep, I just created a black hole right next to our dimension and opened a pocket dimension. Sounds dangerous. This is incredibly dangerous. Yeah, could have ruined everything. And he just keeps shit there that people don't want anyone to find, like items or people. Like he has his ex-girlfriend in there,
Yeah, yeah.
like the ballerina. There's a bunch of people in there.
I like all
And
the reveal of him having a farm of monkeys, like hate tweeting and hate
oh yeah,
social
yeah.
media. That was
Because there's
pretty
all
good.
this hate about Superman going out, and I
Yeah.
think that was I think that was about the fandom of like the Snyderverse and everybody hating on.
Yeah,
Doesn't
yeah.
matter what
There's
superhero
some
movie it
meta.
is. There's
There's some
always
meta thing in there
there's
for
some
sure.
yeah. The monkey's going off, and you see it's like hashtag
Yeah.
fuck Superman. And then I think I even saw hashtag not my Superman, like people were using.
So good.
Yeah, that was great. And then the monkey's like, "Ah!" Like screaming, typing it. It was like some lawnmower man type shit, dude.
Oh man.
Give him the brain dome, yeah. Um, yeah, and he's just in they put him in a glass box, and there's this guy in his cell, and I'm kind of wondering, like, what the fuck? Like, you see this guy in like the trailers, and I've seen like toys of the guy on the shelves. I don't know who the fuck he is. I think Material Man or something
Yeah,
they
I don't
call
remember
him.
his name. Yeah.
Like he can change into any material ever.
There's something I give credit to James Gunn. He's very good at finding weird, unknown
Oh yeah,
superheroes in these universes and giving them moments to shine. Like the Polka Dot Man in the Suicide Squad, who's like one of the best parts of that movie. You're like, who the fuck is the Polka Dot Man? Like he's very good at like
yeah.
mining these
Rat Catcher 2.
weird, yeah, weird characters. Yeah.
Yeah, I got Jesse to start Peacemaker because she's interested in Peacemaker season 2
Oh, that show's awesome.
and hadn't watched
So good.
1, and we watched the first episode, and then we binged the whole season. She just
Yeah.
didn't stop till it was over, and then
So
we haven't
good.
done that in forever. And yeah, because it's just so fucking good, funny and awesome from beginning to end. And she's like, "This is fucking great." I was like,
It's
"Yeah, I
so
know."
good.
Like,
One of my
who
favorite
would've
banter
thought?
moments. One of my favorite banter moments of that season. I think it's early on. He gets an argument with his neighbor about Batman, and like that whole. I forget what they talk about. Maybe the villain. Like, if he would just fucking kill the villains, and we wouldn't. I don't know. Whatever it was, but I thought it was.
He doesn't kill, yeah, he's a fucking pussy. How many people you think have died because his pussy ass won't put a bullet in Joker's fucking head and he keeps escaping? You know why I don't have a harem of super villains? Because I fucking kill them. That's why.
Hysterical, man. So good.
I don't care how many men, women, or children I have to kill for peace. I'll do it.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So, where are we at? Getting turned in. Yeah, in the dimensional rift zone, guys in the cell. He's like, this is Material Man or whatever his name is. He can change into any material ever, even materials that aren't from this planet. Because they're talking about kryptonite, and Superman's like, there is no kryptonite. And this guy turns his fist into a giant crystal of kryptonite and quickly incapacitates Superman and hurts him. And then we see, I think it's Rick Sr. is holding the baby. Is that who was holding the baby? Or was it just
No, I think it's
Rando?
some random goon. Yeah.
A rando? Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, a random goon holding a little alien looking baby that's Material Man, whatever his name is, baby. And oh yeah, and Lex is telling him all this terrible shit, and he's like, "You don't plan on releasing me, or you never would have told me any of that." And he's like, "Oh, of course not. No. If it was up to me, you'd be dead right now. But the government wants to question you over some things, so we're going to let you live long enough to do that." And he leaves.
Yeah, which now is probably a good time to say that I love Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor. I thought he was a standout. Yeah, there's something about his Lex that was just so captivating to watch. He was like menacing, but he was also an asshole. I don't know, I thought he balanced Lex Luthor pretty well. Gets violence in this scene. You know, we're coming
by the end of it, you want him to fucking just get his ass beat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I want to see him feel some pain because he's the most menacing Lex Luthor ever.
Ruthless.
Like Lex Luthor was always just doing mischievous things. Ooh, I want to get a country. Ooh, I want to kidnap Superman's mom to kill Superman. But not a lot of like what do they call that? Not a lot of outside casualties when he's fighting Superman. And this one, it seems like there's a lot of other people getting hurt from what he's doing. But yeah, because we established there's this Indian guy, I forget his name, in the beginning of the movie, but he knows Superman somehow. I don't know how. I guess he saved his family once. I kind of go over it real quick, and he's the one that helps him out of the hole. And he's like, "You saved. I love you, Superman. Anytime, free drink. You come by, or something like that." And it's a cool little relationship they got going, almost like the driver from Deadpool.
Yeah, totally.
kind of like that dynamic. And yeah, he comes back into the dimension, and he's questioning Superman. He brings that guy, and he's got a bullet and a gun, and he's doing the Russian roulette. He's like, okay, loads a bullet, puts it to his head, and asks Superman a question. I don't remember the first one he asked him. Who were you raised by?
Yeah, I forget why he wants to know where he is actually from, because no one actually knows he's from. They don't know about his family.
Yeah.
But I don't remember the motivation behind wanting to know that. I don't remember that. But yeah, he definitely asked him about where the fuck you're from.
Yeah, and then he pulls the trigger, doesn't go off, spins the barrel again, and I think he asks him, what? That was the other fucking question. One was like, who raised you? And the other one is like, I don't know, who knows your identity or something? I don't know.
Anyways, yeah, I don't remember.
The second question, and then that Indian guy's like, don't tell him anything, Superman. And then he shoots it, and it goes off, and he fucking head off, and fucking falls over in the chair, and
I was like, holy
Superman's
shit.
Screaming and crying. This innocent man just got killed because of him, who he knew and liked. And then, Lex is like, well, that didn't last as long as I thought it would, so I'll go get somebody else that you know and love, and we'll do it again. And he's like, maybe I'll get that reporter who always interviews you, Clark Kent.
Yeah.
And then Superman's like, well, fuck, he's not going to find Clark Kent. He's going to kind of fucking know what the fuck's going on, isn't he? So that's also not good. Anyways, he leaves, and then we got Material Man, like, crying and breaking down about the man. He just shot that man, and then Superman says the man's name. And he's like, and I didn't do anything about it. He's like, because he could have done something about it if he would have just stopped doing the kryptonite. Superman could have prevented it, but he didn't do anything. And he's sad, and Superman's already propositioned him before, like, I can get us out of here, you and your baby. And he's like, shut up, don't talk to me.
Yeah, be quiet. Yeah.
And so now he's like, are you sure you can get out of here? He's like, yeah. And he takes away his kryptonite. And then he's like, why do you still look like that? What's going on? He's like, I don't know. Oh, I think it's the sun. He's like, there's no sun here. He's like, yeah, that's going to be a problem. I can't heal. He's like, well, I can't make a sun. And he's like, well, I didn't think you could. But then he does. So he's like, I can make something like a sun of hydrogen, a little bit of neurons or whatever he's doing. And he makes like a mini sun in his hands. And then that heals him up, and he punches through the glass. It's pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And then they're trying to get out of there, and there's like a plasma river that I don't understand. It's all this shit you don't get any explanation for. It's a plasma river. It's bad. Don't touch it. Or I guess you can go in it a little bit, but it's weird. I don't know. And the Material guy's like, he gets his son, and he's like, I can't carry my son when I'm switching substances, because he's switching constantly to kind of fly and do things. And so Superman has to hold him, and then he gets in a fight with a bunch of those flying people, and he's trying to fight them while holding this little screaming baby. He's like, that was pretty interesting. And at this point, Lois Lane has gone to the Justice Gang to try and get them to help her find where Superman is. They have intel because Lex Luthor's girlfriend is Jimmy's ex-girlfriend.
Shrimp toes.
Yeah, she's constantly calling him. And he's got word that he's in a pocket dimension. He doesn't know what that means, but that's where he is.
Yeah.
And she researches it and talks about it and goes over to the Justice Gang, and Mr. Terrific's like, yeah, pocket dimension. That sounds about right. That's why I can't find him. It's like, what do you mean? He's like, well, I injected his bloodstream with trackers. You injected one of your good friends' bloodstreams with trackers? Yeah, I do it to everybody. the gang all kind of looks at him, and he's like, this is the last place he was. He knows he was at that like beach camp. And then we get some great stuff between her and Green Lantern, where he's like, so you know about the hypno glasses? And they're like, hey, I'm trying to tell him. I didn't tell her who he is. I just said hypno glasses. She's like, yes, I know the hypno glasses. I thought that was a cool thing that's been in the comics before but kind of forgotten because everyone gives them gruff. How the fuck are glasses gonna make people not recognize you if you're on TV all the time?
Yeah. I guess James Gunn has talked about that, where he was talking to one of the writers of the comic book in preparation for the movie, and he was like, I can never suspend my disbelief about the glasses thing. Like, that's always been a thing about Superman that I found stupid. And I guess the writer was like, hey, that it's canon in some of the comics that they come up with this thing. And he's like, oh, really? So he ended up using it, which is cool. Makes sense.
Yeah, when he wears those glasses, like hypnotizes anyone that looks at him to think his face looks different than it does. So when he takes them off, you can see what he looks like. But when he is Clark Kent and the glasses on, they can't recognize him. I would have liked a POV from somebody, so we could see what they think he looks like, or is it different for every single person? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so that would have been kind of cool. And then have it like be an old Superman or something, cameo, like Dean Cain or somebody. I don't know, Smallville guy. That would have been awesome.
It's a perfect opportunity to have a cameo, even if it's not a famous actor you could put in that role or something. Yeah,
like he looks like Brad Pitt or something.
Yeah.
Something ridiculous.
So Terrific fucking does his action scene, which I thought was pretty fun.
Yeah, so he's the only one that goes with her because they don't want to go against the U.S. government. And yeah, that was some great stuff. She's like, I got my car out and we'll take mine. And they go to the garage and a super slow garage door going up. She's like, you have a spaceship, but you couldn't get a faster opening garage door? Yeah. He's like, I haven't worked on the garage door yet. So,
so good.
And then they get in the spaceship and go to that camp. And he just lands in the middle of it, not giving a fuck.
And he's just talking to her the whole time.
Yeah, you can't be here. And he's just ignoring them and walking through. And then he just drops down to like a force field bubble around her and starts beating everyone's ass.
Yeah.
Like hardcore with all those balls, like kind of like Magneto type shit.
Totally.
Like throwing metal balls through people and fucking people up. Like he took out this whole camp with like 30, 40 people by himself. That was pretty cool. That was one of the best looking fights, I thought.
Oh yeah,
really
and I love that it wasn't just the soldiers in gear. It was like all
the
workers in the Hawaiian shirts just getting the fucking ass beat. So good.
Yeah, that was great. And then they find the portal and it's like, God damn, you were right. This is a wormhole to a pocket dimension. That son of a bitch. Every time this is turned on, it could possibly ruin the fabric of space-time. What's this guy doing? And then they turn it on, they go in. And usually there's like a little flying platform, but it's gone. And so it's just a drop-off. And it's like, whoa, careful, plasma river. Instantly knows what it is. You don't want to touch that shit.
Yeah.
Do we rappel down? What makes you think I have fucking gear to repel in a pocket dimension? So I don't know. No. So I don't remember what they're doing. Oh, he just sends out his spheres to kind of search the dimension and eventually finds them. And Superman, I
forgot. To what you're describing the balls and everything. We forgot to mention that one of Superman's main motivations, aside from just, because it's not just like turning himself in because that's the right thing to do. He also wants to find Crypto because he knows that when he goes back to Fortress Solitude, Crypto is gone, and he knows that Lex has taken him, and he confronts Lex in his office. Where's my dog? Where's the dog? And Lex isn't buying it, lying to him, and so he also turns himself in so he could fucking get his dog back. And you see him when they're like, shuffling him into the pocket universe, and they're showing him the monkeys and everything. One of the things they show him is Crypto being worked on and some things, so he knows that Crypto's there. And when he breaks out with the Material Man and the baby, at some point I think he crashes into where Crypto is and unleashes him. And anyways, when you said the balls, it reminded me of the bit with the balls.
And then Crypto was like, gets out and sees Superman, and he's like, Crypto, no! And just flies into his chest and starts fucking with him. Because he's so excited to see him. Yeah, and then, I loved that motivation, that he's so enamored and in love with this dog.
Yeah, that's not even his, which he establishes.
Yeah.
The throwaway line, yeah, taking care of it or something.
Yeah. More like a foster situation.
Yeah.
And, that's great. And, when he was confronting Lex about it, I'm like, dude, choke that bastard. Choke him.
Take my
Give him a
fucking
little
dog.
bit. But he can't because he's Superman. He's too good. He's not gonna
And all eyes are on him.
torture somebody. Yeah,
people are like
somebody's
filming him or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Mr. Terrific's like, holy shit. And she's like, what? It's a flying dog. And then the dog sees the camera and says, oh, no, no. And it starts attacking the ball like it's a toy.
Yeah.
And then, I don't remember how they get together.
Yeah, Superman escapes the river situation. I don't know how. I don't know, blew himself out. I don't remember, but yeah, he ends up getting out of that situation and finds Lois and Mr. Terrific on that land.
Yeah, and I love that line. There's like there's a flying dog and a tentacle man.
Yeah. What the hell's going on here?
Yeah, another use of the super breath because that was pretty cool. He had to not get sucked into that black hole by blowing himself away. And then for some reason the portal can't stay open that long, so it's like getting really small to the point where I'm like, you guys need to get the fuck out of here. This is dude, look at this. How are you even gonna get back out? And then of course by the time Superman rushes through it, it's like just big enough for his body, and then he's kind of like breaking it as he gets through. And they get out. Yeah. And now they have some shit on Lex, I think, because Jimmy's been talking to the girlfriend. And why does Lex get super mad and starts yelling at everybody and like breaking the cup, and he throws a pencil at her? What was the motivation for his anger? Oh, yeah, because he escaped.
Yeah,
he escaped. He's pissed. He throws the cup down. Pick that shit up! And everyone's picking it up, and he fucking throws it down again. And he's like, his girlfriend is like, get the fuck out of here. Leave! Yeah. Throws a pencil at her. Go! And she's like, ah! And then she's like sitting in a room. Throw a pencil at me. That's it. And then talking to Jimmy, I'm going to give you everything you need to ruin Lex. And he's like, well, what happened? He threw a fucking pencil at me.
Dude, this got the only kind of audible response from my theater is that conversation, because she's like, on one condition, I'll give you everything that you want to bury Lex on one condition. He's like, okay, what is it? She's like, you got to take me out. We got to hang out together. And like, there's like a wide shot of him sitting on the phone, and he's just
alone this weekend.
So long. And he's like, for how long? And she's like, the whole weekend. And then it comes back to him. We just hold on him, just standing there thinking about it. And some people in my crowd were like, "Just say yes," because like to get the information. But he's like risking whether or not he wants to get all this information. And the fact he has to spend time with this woman, that was so good.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, of course.
So good.
And
then she just dumps like 50 selfies or something, and we're just like, "You gotta be kidding me."
He's like, you fucking what? I don't know if this was intentional. Like, she's always been taking these selfies to just have shit on him.
Yeah,
it seems like that's the point, because she knows to send all her selfies. I don't know. But anyways, in every selfie, there's a little thing in the background, a little clue, a little document you can zoom in on and get him. And they got that he was promised half of that country that Bravia was going to invade. And he's going to make it Lexington or something, and he's going to be the king of it, and he's been pretty much giving him billions of dollars worth of arms, like, for free, trying to get this to happen. Oh, and then
we after the so while that's happening, Superman goes back to his farm for a little bit to rest and heal. So we get some great moments with him and his parents. Great emotional scene with him and his dad up on the porch. And then I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, then it's all. I think the conversation between him and his dad is interrupted because there's something on the television. Is the aunt comes out, or not aunt, the mom comes out, and she's like, "Hey, you might want to come see this." And you see that country is going to invade the other country. And another one of my favorite scenes of the movie is the country. I'm sorry, I don't remember the names, but the country that's being invaded. You see these kids, and they pick up this stick and they raise it, and it's the Superman, and they start chanting Superman. And while this is happening, you get this electric guitar riff, and you can kind of see Superman's reaction. I was like, "Oh!"
She's like, "I cleaned your boots; they're ready."
Cool. Cool moment.
Yeah, we also get an establishing that like earlier that Clark Kent was like, I like punk music. He's like, I like the whatevers, and she's like, that's not punk. That's
Everyone hates
radio
them.
pop.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then when she's at his house, she sees the poster on the wall, and she's like, so that was kind of cool. I forget the name of the band.
Yeah, Crab something. I don't remember.
Crab Monkeys or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he goes off. What does he do? Oh yeah, I think Mr. Terrific calls him or something.
Yeah, he's on his way to that conflict.
Oh no, a sphere shows up at the house, right? One of Terrific's spheres, and he's like, "Hey, I need you." And he's like, I got to go to Baravia or whatever, and they're about to invade. And he's like, "There's no time for that. There ain't gonna be no Baravia if you don't get over here." Mm-hmm. He's like, "There's a crack in the space time ripping through the city. I'm gonna need some help with this shit." And then it's like just a giant crack in the earth opening up and some weird plasma type shit in it.
Yeah.
I was like, how's he gonna help you? Like, what are you gonna do to stop this? Like, you can't just like push it back together. I don't get. Even Superman has zero help against this.
Yeah.
So, but it's Lex did it, and he has the. I don't know, if a guy puts in a code, it'll instantly stop it. And even his team is apprehensive about this, and is like, he's like, just do it. It's like, this could ruin the planet. He's like, we'll stop it in time. And I don't. Oh, he's doing that to draw Superman out.
Yeah,
I think. But he wants to fight Superman and draw him out to Metropolis while the invasion is happening, so it can actually happen. Mm-hmm. And so he gets there, and the crack, and then we get who's that fight with? I guess it's the engineer and Ultraman trying to stop him.
Oh yeah, in the fucking baseball stadium. Yeah, that was fucking sick. Yeah, and all the fucking nanobots going to us. Oh yeah, all of that was awesome.
Yeah, then they're fighting and G29 just throwing out moves. Now fill his lungs with the nanobots. And then they gets on him. He's trying to get him off his face, and they cover his whole head, and he just starts flying up. And like, what is he doing? Friction to remove the bots? It won't matter. They're already in his lungs. And some of them are falling off, but not a lot because he's going really fast. And then they both are on him. And Lex is like, fully encapsulate him in nanobots. Stop him. And she covers his body with the T-1000 type Genesis nanobots. And they don't know what he's doing. I thought he was going up there because they're not. Well, I guess Ultraman is. I guess she is too, but I imagine she has to breathe oxygen still.
Yeah.
So I thought he was going up there to try and like kill them or freeze them in space.
Yeah.
But he goes up there and he just reaches space and then falls down. And she's like, I won't survive the impact at this speed, or something like that. And yeah, and so that was his plan. He just hits the ground, and I think she dies.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah.
Or is extremely. No, I think they established she was breathing or something, but is so injured that the nanobots she's controlling kind of fall out of him, and that was a cool scene. He's like ripping them out of his nostrils, and like, yeah. They're like, can he hold his breath for like an hour?
Yeah.
Yeah. But he needs oxygen to hold his breath. He needs to take a breath first.
Yeah.
And then so he's defeated her, and now he's just fighting Ultraman, and it's a bit of a standoff because Ultraman is pretty fucking powerful.
Yeah, and he's losing again because Lex is giving Ultraman those commands, and there's nothing that Superman can do because Lex E4 fucking F3, and and I think what is it? Aren't there like some drones? Yeah, there has to be. There's like drones kind of following Ultraman, and they're Lex's
camera, so he knows what they're doing. And it's like, oh, is this how you're doing it? And he starts destroying the bot, so he can't give commands. And then his helmet's injured, Ultraman, and he takes it off, or Superman removes it. I don't remember which one. And then we see why Ultraman is so powerful. It's Corn Sweat.
Yep.
With longer hair. The evil version has the longer hair.
Superman, yeah.
And he's like, what? What did you do, Lex? He's like, it was simple. I just followed you around in your many fights until I finally found a strand of your hair to make my clone more powerful than you in every way. He's a bit dumber though. like he doesn't speak. We don't
I
hear
don't
him
think he says a
speak.
word. No.
Yeah, and apparently he's dumb, so he has to be fed fight moves. Like he can't just do it on its own. I didn't really like that. I'm not a fan of the evil clone fighting yourself. Never been. Never
No.
liked it in any movie.
Nope.
And I'm not well versed in the DC universe. I know Ultraman is a character. I highly doubt it's a Superman clone. I mean, it could be, but I feel like that's something they did for this. Could be wrong. Either way, I don't like it.
Yeah.
So I was like,
wasn't
man,
buying it.
Can
Like,
it just be somebody else? I was like,
Yeah.
whatever. But there's not too much of that with him without the mask before he gets defeated. And I don't remember how he defeats him. It's another fucking black hole type situation or something, right?
Yeah, all I remember him saying is like, because Lex is going off on him. I don't remember the speech. And he's like yelling, F1, 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 and like punch him. And anyways, Superman at some point starts smiling, and he's like, "What is so funny?" And he's like, "What is it? Brains beats bronze," which is something that Lex says to him. And then he whistles, and then Krypto
Get the
comes
toy.
in, saving the day. Yeah, get the toy.
Because he gets all the robots as toys, and then there's no more commands. And anyways, he gets him to fall into a black hole or something. He gets sucked up. And then so that defeats Ultraman. All our bad guys are pretty much defeated. Superman races back to Lex Tower, and because Lex is going to walk through the interdimensional thing and split, but he's in big trouble because that story is out now.
Yeah.
And that was another great scene when they get in the spaceship. Like I don't remember the guy's name, the J. Jonah Jameson character of DC, like the
Barry
chief or
Barry something.
Barry.
Yeah.
I don't know. But he's like, yeah, write the story, do it. And we all get in. And he's like, is there room for one more? And they're like, yeah. And he's like, you. And it's like the asshole. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
And he gets in there. Why do I not have a seat?
That is the funniest part of the entire movie. That line. Why don't I have a seat? And then it fucking launches off. That was so good. Easily one of the funniest parts of the movie.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah, and he flies through the tower and quickly intercepts Lex right before he's going to walk through that thing. And then Terrific comes. And I think one of the guys is like, yeah, I have a code. I can stop. I don't need your damn help.
Yeah.
Push his mouth.
That's so good. Don't you goddamn help. Stop the goddamn black hole.
Yeah, then Lex, I don't know, finds out that he is caught or something, and the video is playing about him being a traitor and all this, and he's crying and he's fucking furious because he knows there's probably no coming back from this one. This is kind of, they got you.
Yeah.
And what the fuck? Yeah, and like at this moment, I'm like, God, hit him for once.
Yeah.
God damn it, hit Lex, get him. And he doesn't, but he does whistle. Mm-hmm. And then Krypto comes in and starts kicking Lex's ass.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So funny.
Throwing him against desks. Ow!
Yeah, it's another great James Gunn comedic timing because this is in the middle of his speech, which he's done many times. And I think he did it. Did he do it in Guardians? Oh, no, it doesn't matter. Lex is giving this fucking heated speech, and in the middle of that speech, unexpectedly, Krypto just crashes in and starts mauling him.
Yep.
So good.
And then and we do have a cameo by Peacemaker in part of this, where he's like talking about Superman right after the
kaiju thing, I think.
Right after the harem talks. He's I bet he's got a harem. I bet it's dudes and girls. That freak. They're all jealous of me because I'm so attractive. And so what if I handle fighting crime a little different and I kill people? So we have different strokes for different folks.
Yeah. So good.
Yeah, it was a pretty good cameo.
And then the Justice Gang shows up to that conflict and kind of saves the day, which is kind of nice. You know, throughout the movie, they only care about themselves. They don't care about helping people. So it's kind of a nice, turn.
And it was cool. Green Lantern flipping over tanks with his green hands, and they're always like the middle finger fucking going through tanks, and all that kind of shit. And then I think they capture
Yeah, Hawk Girl gets the president guy. Yeah.
the president, and I don't remember a scene of Lex being like in a jail cell or captured. But
They just throw him in the back of a car and they're like, get him out of here, and then
oh yeah, it's like a
drive away.
Humvee
Yeah.
government one, and yeah. Yeah, and that's pretty much
Yeah, and they
it.
make out. I was like, yes, there's
Oh
fucking
yeah,
romance in a superhero movie.
Superman is like you want an interview?
Yeah,
She's like, you'd give me an interview? He's like, yeah, I'll give you an interview. She's like, okay. And the crew's there, and they see them saying this stuff, but then they walk into the building to do their private interview.
yeah,
And then as soon as they're in there and they can't be seen, I loved this. She instantly grabs him and starts making out with him.
yeah,
And she says, I love you too. But when earlier she's established it's a weird thing, like, because somebody asked how long have you been dating him, I think.
I think it's
Gardner
the
did.
Justice Gang when she's trying to recruit
Yeah,
him.
and she was like, like 3 months. We're not really. He's not my boyfriend. We're just seeing each other. I was actually going to break up with him. Then he said that I love you. So I don't know what's happening. And so she was going to break up with him before he did that. And then now she's saying I love you, and they're floating, and they have the kiss, and it's awesome. And then Barry or whoever the chief is like, how long have they been
dating,
seeing each other? And then Barry's like, I think it's about 3 months now. Just by their talking, they couldn't hide it.
They're not very good at hiding it. Yeah.
No. So that was great. Then then we get another shot back at Fortress of Solitude. Mm-hmm. All the bots are kind of fixed up now. And I think that's when we get the new bot, because they had to create new ones or something. 22 was like, oh, he said hi to me. Then he's getting healed up. And then Supergirl shows up.
Yeah.
She's like, hey, it's my fucking dog. And she's just like a little valley girl kind of bitch.
Yeah.
she's like hung over or something.
Yeah.
And he's like, she likes to go off planet to party. And he's like, why off planet? And he's like, well, we can't get drunk because of our metabolism underneath the yellow sun. She goes to red sun planets and gets drunk. And he's like, that seems dangerous. And he's like, yeah, I don't agree with it. And then Crypto like mauls her and just fucking with her. And she's like, and then she leaves and thanks for taking care of my dog. Bye, bitch.
That instantly made me hyped for Supergirl.
Yeah, I'm excited. And then they're gonna heal him some more, and they're like, put on the message with his parents. It always soothes him. And then they play all these videos of him as a kid being raised by his earthly parents.
Yeah.
And that was a really great moment. And it shows his dad and them, and then like I think the final one is his dad like holding him up as a baby, more like 4 years old, and he's doing the flying fist, and fucking awesome. And that's it. And then we get a mid credit and an after credit. What the fuck was the mid credit?
Mid credit was just him and Crypto on the moon, just staring at Earth.
Oh yeah,
no
just sitting
dialogue
there.
or anything, just sitting there. Yeah.
And then the after credit was him and Mr. Terrific looking at a building after the aftermath, and it's lined up, but it's like skewed. It's like sticking out an inch or two. And he's like, what? And Mr. Terrific's like, what? He's like, well, it's just a little bit off. He's like, you want me to take apart the whole motherfucking rebuild it?
Yeah.
He's like, no, I don't know. He's like, God damn. It's like, I shouldn't have said anything. That's my bad. No, it's fine. Yeah. It's like, he walks away, motherfucker.
Yeah. I'm
Superman's
such
like,
a jerk.
I apologize. I'm such a jerk. I shouldn't have said anything. Yeah, so that is Superman, everybody. It was a long episode because there's a lot of shit in there. This movie's packed, man. Yeah. It's a fun fucking theater movie. You're always getting something. Couldn't wait for the next thing to happen to see. Never felt boring or draggy. because there's always big stakes and big things happening since they're not doing origins and holding your hand. It's just big events happening, and I was very interested. And I thought he was a great Superman.
Yeah.
Loved it. I don't know if he's my favorite Superman. I'm not that close to Superman. I don't. Chris Reeves, those movies are so cheesy. I mean,
Yeah.
he's iconic and what I think about when I think of a movie Superman, but he's definitely wasn't my favorite. I really liked Henry. I really liked this Corn Sweat. Maybe a little bit more than Henry, just because this is more cartoon-like, playful Superman.
Yeah, totally.
So he
Charming.
He
He's
might
more
be my
charming.
favorite. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. So I thought the movie was terrific. Great one to go see in theaters. Great real start to the DCU. Now I'm super excited what we get to see and what we're gonna do. Yeah, I fucking loved it. 8.1.
Nice. Yeah, I enjoyed it as well. It's very fun. Feels very much like it feels like a Saturday morning cartoon brought to life in some ways, I guess. It's like if Snyder went the complete opposite direction in terms of like tone and because that was like completely different, very serious. It seems like Gunn went the complete opposite direction. This
Yeah.
is like more fun and cartoonish. Whereas I think the original Superman kind of rides the line, so kind of in the middle there between these two, Man of Steel and Superman. Yeah, a lot of fun. It's pretty enjoyable. It's 2 hours long. You know, it has a great pace. All the actors did a very good job. Very entertaining. However, I did not like the pocket universe section of the movie, which kind of takes up the middle part of the movie. I found it kind of just not really all that interesting, especially when you like when you take away Superman for so long. When he's like, I want to see Superman as Clark Kent in Metropolis doing Metropolis stuff. And when you just put him in a box for fucking 20, 25 minutes, it kind of dragged a little
Yeah.
bit for me. I wanted more stuff with him and Lois and Jimmy and just the Metropolis stuff. That's why I pay a movie to see Superman, not to be locked in a box. But luckily, it's not that long. But it's still like a chunk of time where I'm like, can we just fucking get past this part? And then I think the climax of these are my two problems: is that, and the other part was I think the climax wasn't all that satisfying. I didn't like the Ultraman thing, and I also didn't think that the world splitting or the Metropolis splitting in two was like I didn't really care. I guess I wish there was like something more emotional, something more of like that he has to do to make it more of a gripping, thrilling kind of climax. But really, it's just the city gets cut in half and he just punches his way to the climax. So I wish there was just something more that he could have done, like save Lois or save Jimmy or do something other than save the city. But yes, but overall, beside those two gripes, very fun. I'm a little lower than you. I don't know if I'd call it an 8, but I was coming with a 7.5. It's very solid. It's very fun. Solid Superman movie. But yeah, I don't know if I don't know if it's quite 8 for me because of those two reasons. But yeah, highly entertaining. Good stuff.
Okay, yeah, 7.5 and 8.1. Go check it out. Go throw some money at the DCU so we can get Batman and some other really cool things rolling, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. As always, we're here on YouTube. Please like and subscribe, and also on Apple Music and Spotify. If that's how you do your podcast, we don't care how you do them. We just enjoy it if you would do some of them with us, okay? We'd love to have you. Appreciate you. Couldn't do it without you. Till the next V's. That's peace.
Peace.